Dude, last night I almost died.
What? How?
Walking to town.
At night? Alone?
Yeah, and someone was following me. Now, it probably wasn't a good idea to walk to town. So late being that I live so far out, but I was hungry and in need of a smoke.
Already sounds like a bad plan.
My car wasn't home, or else that would have been my first choice next to the bike I fished out from behind the shop.
Why not use the bike?
Not knowing the tires were completely flat until I had finally wrestled it from the grasps of blackberry bushes, so I had no choice but to walk, and that's exactly what I did.
Damn, that's unlucky.
I started to walk, leaving through my gate and up the road. It was 12 o'clock in the morning and extremely dark outside aside from the natural midnight light.
Just you in the dark.
Towering trees formed a sheer blanket of black that swallowed my eyesight and the road ahead. Neighboring houses quiet, just their porch lights on and the sound of gravel crunching under my feet.
That's eerie as hell.
I was playing music on my headphones just to make the surroundings a bit more comfortable. But what kind of comfort is there really, when everything around you is basically forest and rustles in the bushes that, you hope, isn't something that wants to take your ass out to dinner?
Yeah, I'd be freaking out.
A few more songs played as I briskly made it to the main road. Still kind of strained from walking up that roller coaster of a hill, but I pressed on, thanking God for the flat road ahead.
At least it got easier there.
Not a lot of cars were driving, so I had free range to put my feet anywhere. It's cringy, but I danced down the road to various songs, stopping and acting normal when I would see headlights approaching me.
I'm picturing that in my head.
The scariest part of this journey was just in front of me. As I got closer, a pit formed in my stomach, a feeling and sense of dread filling my whole being.
Why? What was ahead?
It's just a long straightaway and probably the darkest spot on the walk. Literally, figuratively, and spiritually, because people have raced down this road, some of them crashing and dying. Pedestrians get hit often as well, so I always keep in my mind when I'm walking through there that area is no stranger to death, and I don't want to be one of those claimed in its unforgiven ditch graves.
That's intense.
I take one earbud out so I can hear any cars approaching, and the whole time it just felt eerie. I could have sworn to God I heard my footsteps being echoed as I went further down the road, but every time I turned around, I was met with an unsettling silence. Someone or something was definitely following me.
Oh, hell no.
I could hardly see or make anything out to confront it, so I sped up while checking behind me occasionally.
That's terrifying.
I eventually made it out of that long stretch unscathed and could finally see streetlights ahead. The ease came back to me as soon as I was back into some sort of light, and looking back, nothing was bold enough to follow me out to where I could see it, so I was relieved and got back to cringe, dancing with both earbuds in.
Man, that's lucky.
I made it in there at 2:30 a.m., then strolled at a relaxed pace until I was in center of town at the only convenience store open, 7-Eleven, baby. I bought 2 teas, a pack of smokes, and a big old honkin' chicken shish kebab.
Solid late night haul.
Since it took so long to get in there, I walked back towards the other end of town from where I came to find a spot to sit at and chill for a bit before heading back.
Makes sense.
I sat down on some outdoor furniture at a small coffee shop just off the main road, cracked a tea, lit a smoke, and watched some YouTube videos. I talked to a few streamers on Twitch about how I was on an adventure as a few townsfolk passed by me either riding bikes or just enjoying the night air like me at that moment.
Sounds almost peaceful after that creepy walk.
Some time had passed, and I had finished both drinks and threw them away in the coffee shop's trash can before starting to walk back home, because we don't fucking litter.
Facts.
Leaving out of town, 2 cop cars passed me at high speed with their sirens and lights on, and they were going towards the road I was going down. I didn't think anything of it except, damn, some shit's going down.
That's a bad sign.
Making it closer to that scary-ass long stretch of road again, I noticed the bright emergency lights of the cop cars illuminating the whole stretch and surrounding woods. Just after, an ambulance flew by me with its emergency lights on, and that pit, the dread, it all came back as I approached the 3 vehicles from a distance.
My stomach dropped just hearing that.
Right up on the scene, a cop walks towards me with his arms out as if he were covering me from seeing something, and he said, "Don't look, you don't want to see this."
Yeah, I would have looked instantly.
I didn't question him. I kept walking to the side of the road, but you know how it is. We get curious, so I ended up looking, and there was a young woman laying on the ground. It looked like she was out on a late-night jog from the looks of her clothing. Her neck was bloody. She had stab marks in her stomach, arms, and legs. It was very clear that somebody had attacked her on that road. She either wasn't fast enough or didn't hear it coming.
Holy shit.
Then I saw a man's face peering out the back window of one of the cop cars at me, smiling as the cop lights flashed from blue to red on his face. And he was pointing at me as if he were trying to say, "It could have been you, buddy."
That's nightmare fuel.
And it very well could have, but I feel like he didn't attack me because I'm a 6'3", 257-pound man that was paying attention to my surroundings and ready to fight to the fucking death had anything jumped out.
Yeah, you're not exactly an easy target.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not dismissing the lady. A big part of me actually aches for her and her family. And I just wish we could have been going through there at the same time, so I could have protected her, or even detoured the man from attacking her like he almost did me.
That's heavy, man.
The cops apprehended him though, so that's good for the possible victims that would have been next.
At least they got him.
I probably won't walk that road at night again unless I absolutely have to, and next time I'll have a weapon.
Can't blame you.
Be safe and aware, y'all.
Always.